guys, I'm Lori Vitale, and on this episode of Lori in the Kitchen, I want to show you how to make a chocolate salami. Have no fear, I have not gone crazy and made a sausage and added chocolate to it. Although, would be the worst idea. It's basically just like a chocolate treat that's found very commonly in Italy around Christmas time, and it's called that because it just resembles a salami, but it's made out of cookies and chocolate and cream and just deliciousness. Let me run you through the list of ingredients and then I'll walk you through other things. You'll need some chocolate. I think bittersweet chocolate and semi-sweet chocolate mixed is absolutely best for this, but if all you've got are semi-sweet chocolate chips, it will do. What I've got here are some vanilla wafers that I've just crushed by hand, some butter, I've got some sliced almonds, some sugar, and some heavy cream. Now, I am just making a very simple version just to share with you like the basic recipe for it, but if you want to go ahead and make it really festive, use amaretti cookies instead of the vanilla wafers, add a little bit of rum, a little bit of liqueur to the mixture, and then instead of the cream, and then add a little bit of orange zest. That would really make it Christmassy and wonderful, and you could also add pistachios instead of the almonds. I'm just making it simple because I'm hoping that you have all of these ingredients on hand to be able to make it right away because it's so good, and I think everyone loves it, including kids. So let's go ahead and get started. I've got a saucepan here. I'm gonna turn this down on low, really, really low. To it, I'm going to add butter. I'm going to add the butter, the sugar, and the chocolate, and I'm going to cook all of it together until it begins to melt and get really lovely and smooth. Don't be tempted by increasing the heat because you'll burn the chocolate and then it's a disaster. So keep an eye on it, and we're going to just gently babysit it, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's there. Forgot to mention that we're going to add our cream at this point as well, and then let everything melt together over low heat. Now, if you are using like I said, a rum or frangelico or any kind of liqueur, you want to wait until this mixture is, almost done. Otherwise, you'll just burn it all out, which that's fine. If you want to do that, then you can. But I would wait until the last minute so that you save all of the flavor. But now I'm just going to babysit it. That's it. That is perfect. The butter is almost fully melted. I turn it off at this point because it's much better to let the residual heat continue melting the rest of the butter than to keep it on the stove once the chocolate is all melted because you can burn the chocolate. I'm going to pour this chocolate lava. I mean, there's no better word for it. Look how beautiful and silky and smooth that is. Oh, this is going to be so good. And I've got family coming for Christmas from Italy. This is going to have to be on the table at Christmas Eve, somewhere around the Christmas holiday, because it's such a festive, delicious treat. You just have to have it. But I might make it with amaretti and liqueur because let's face it, it is a holiday season, just saying. Now I'm going to add cookies and crush them as you pour them in. Add a little bit at a time because you also have quite a few nuts here. And get those mixed in. Add the rest. Now this is going to get covered and popped into the fridge for, I would say, about an hour or so, or until it begins to harden enough for us to be able to shape it. And I'll show you what it looks like when it's there. All right, this looks good. This is what you want it to look like when you take it out. Oh, timer's up. When you take it out of the fridge, it needs to be really hard, otherwise you won't be able to mold it properly. Beautiful. Now, you pop this baby on a large piece of parchment paper. Bowl is heavy. So let me get this all out. And now you're just gonna use the parchment to shape this into a log. It looks messy, and it kind of is. And you can do, by the way, if you don't want to make a big one like I'm making, you can do 2 smaller ones. And you can gift one, but I want the whole thing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and mold it with my parchment, and I'll show you what it looks like right before we wrap it. But you see how it's sort of taking the shape of a salami? That's what I want. So once you kind of have it wrapped around like that, right? And then you just pinch the ends and you just squeeze, kind of like how you would do candy. And this is going to go into the fridge for a few hours. And then I will slice into it and show you what it looks like when it's done. All right, it's been a couple of hours. Oh, yeah. Okay, now, you have got to sprinkle this all over with powdered sugar. But you see how I'm really getting it in there, smearing it around, because that's what gives you the look of salami. So just sprinkle it. Some people actually tie it with twine. I don't do that because I just think that's a little bit too involved. But you can if you want to. But this is what you should be looking for, like that. And then you take a really sharp knife. The very first slice is usually not the best, but look, you see it kind of looks like salami. How cool is that? Come on. You know that's cool. And how fun would this be to give to somebody as like a present or something? Like wrap it up really nicely in some clean parchment paper, tie some twine, Christmas twine around it, and it'll be perfect. It'll be such a fun, different take on like a cookie or a fudge for Christmas or for the holiday season. They'll love it. I know I'm gonna love it. Nothing better. Nothing better than that. I love it. Okay. So good. Go to laurainthekitchen.com. It's so creamy and delicious. Go to laurainthekitchen.com and get the written recipe. Please make it for this holiday season. You're going to love it. I just know it. Hope you enjoy spending time with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.